Hi everybody, my name is Bruno.
My name is Julia.
And I'm Tu-Luc.
And today we're going to be filming scenes from Purple Hibiscus and Weep Not Child.
Chineke, I thank you for this morning. I thank you for the sun that rises. Chineke, I have not killed anyone, and I have not taken no one's land, and I have not committed adultery. Chineke, I have wished that as well. I have helped those that have nothing with the little that I can spare. Chineke, bless me. Let me find enough to fill my stomach. Bless my daughter, Ifoma. Give her enough for her family. Chineke, my son Eugene. Chineke, my son Eugene. Let the sun not set on his prosperity. Lift the curse they have put on him. Chineke, bless the children of my children. Let your hands follow them away from evil and towards good. Chineke, those who wish others well, keep them well. Those who wish others ill, keep them ill.
Oh? Why is Papa Nuku praying with the same earnestness that he's praying for himself and Auntie Foma? When all Papa wants is for him to convert. I'm going to analyze the scene in Purple Hibiscus where Papa Nuku prays for Eugene's health and Eugene's well-being. And basically that scene relates to Achibi's claims that Igbo people have culture, they are family-oriented, they are civilized, and yeah, they have culture. And at the same time, it goes against Conrad's claims that Igbo people are like savages, brutes, animals, because like he says that they don't have any culture, they are uncivilized, they need to be taught like the right culture, the right way to live. And so yes, that's it.
Hey, come on. You see those lights?
Yes?
That's Nairobi, isn't it?
Yes.
You think they found jobs there?
Well, Curry said jobs there are plenty.
I see.
It's a big city.
It is a big city.
Mr. Holland often goes there.
And Jacobo too. Don't you think they'll forget home?
I'm sure they won't. None can forget home.
But why couldn't they work there?
Do you think they didn't want to? You know this place. Even there where they go, they will learn that the mere salary without a piece of land to cultivate is nothing. Look at Hollins. He is not employed by anybody, yet he is very rich and happy. It's because he has land. Oh, look at Jacobo. He's like that because he has land. Borough has no land. He could not get employment. You know how bitter he is with father because he says that it was through the stupidity of our fathers that the land had been taken. Do you think he could stay there? I mean, Borough is not of this place.
Yes, Boro was strange.
He was a strange man. He was very angry.
With father?
Well, with all the old generation, yeah, they tried, right? But look at Nairobi, those lights.
Same.
Amazing. Hi everyone. So we know that in Weep Not Child, land is very important. We know that land is a theme that comes back and back all over the book. We know that the people in the village are fighting for land. We know that Ngotho cannot wait to reclaim his land that has been taken away from him. So it's perfectly explicable for Kamau to be against Boro moving to Nairobi to work for money, because to Kamau land is everything. If you don't have land, you don't have anything. You can make as much money as you want. To him, you're not rich, and this ties into perfectly what Bell Hooks talks about in Touching the Earth. Uh, she sees a phenomenon of black people leaving the south and moving to the north where the jobs are. But she explains that by saying that black folks wanted to be free of the overt racial harassment that was a constant in Southerner life, and they wanted access to material goods, to a level of material well-being that was not available in the agrarian South, where the white folks limited access to the spheres of economic power. Uh, so she's saying that people have no access to a better life in the village, which is exactly what is going on in Kamau Njoroge's village. You can tell that only two, three, four people are rich in that village, and everybody else is working for those few people. So you can see that even though Kamau is against Boro moving to Nairobi, Kamau himself wants to move to Nairobi. In the few lines following this scene, he talks about how he wants to move to the city himself. Uh, this worries Njoroge so much because he himself also has the same ideas as Kamau. Now, Bell Hooks talks about and warns of this phenomenon of people moving because it's going to backfire. And how is that going to backfire? There is going to be depression involved. On page 109 in the pink box still, she talks about how without space to grow food, to commune with nature, or to mediate with the starkness of poverty with the span of nature, black people experience profound depression. So that's perhaps what happened in With My Child, because as we know, people come from Nairobi to come and join people in Njoroge's village so that they can protest or riot against the police, against the white people in their village in order to reclaim their land. Uh, this is also again talked about in Touching the Earth, where Bell Hooks says that for many years and even now, generations of black folks who migrated north to escape life in the south returned down home in search of a spiritual nourishment, a healing that was fundamentally connected to the Flamingos one's connection to nature. So this is perhaps what is going on in With Not Child, because Kamal moves to Nairobi, Boro moves to Nairobi, but they eventually come back and they join hands with the people in the village in the fight to reclaim their land. So these two books, or the Weep Not Child, especially the scene that you just saw, as well as Bell Hooks' article, we believe that they tie perfectly together with each other, and that's why we did that scene to show that land is important in Weep Not Child. But there are issues that people face. They move from their land to go somewhere else to look for greener grass, but they always find that grass was not really greener somewhere else. So they join hands with the people in the village and they try to reclaim what's theirs. Kamili,
Yes, Papa?
come here. Come in. Climb into the top. Climb into the top.
Kambili, you precious. You should strive for perfection. You should not see sin and walk right into it. Kambili, this is what you do to yourself when you walk into sin. You burn your feet off, Kambili. You burn your feet off. Kambili,
You know everything I do for you, I do for your own good. You know that?
Yes, Papa.
You know I sinned against my own body once. And the good father, the one that I lived with while I went to St. Gregory's, one thing that he saw me. He asked me to boil water for tea. He poured the water in a bowl and he soaked my hands in it. You know, since that day I never sinned against my own body again. And he did that for my own.
I can't believe I came in second in class. Second. Papa is going to be so disappointed in me. I can't show him my report card. I can't. But I have to do it. Oh my god. No, I can't. Okay, here I go. I hope he doesn't beat me up.
Did school go well? What is this? Who came in first?
Jideze.
Jideze? The girl that came in second last term?
Yes, Papa.
Where's Chinwe Jideze?
She's a girl in the middle.
That one over there? Look at her. How many heads does she have?
One.
One. Look in the mirror. In the mirror, I say. How many heads do you have?
One.
One. So why did you let her come in first?
It will not happen again, Papa.
You know, I do a lot of things for you and Jaja. Because he has given you so much, he expects much from you. He expects perfection. Oh, hello, Nan Agnes. How are you doing?
Hi, Priest Eugene. How are you?
I'm doing well, by the grace of God.
Thank you so much for your donations to the church. Also, thank you for helping those poor families in need. Is Mama doing well?
Oh yes, and Mama is doing very well.
Well, that's great to hear. God bless you.
Alright, see you next time.
Bye, Nan Agnes.
You know, Kambili, I never had a father who sent me to the best schools. My father spent his days worshipping gods of wood and stone. I would be nothing today if it weren't for the priest and nun at the mission. You know, I was a houseboy for the parish priest for 2 years. 2 years. Nobody dropped me off at school every day. I had to walk like 8 miles every day to get to Nemo until I finished elementary school. And I was a gardener for the priest while I attended St. Gregory's Secondary School. Hey, so I'll talk about the last two scenes of our presentation. The reason why we decided to group them up is because both of them can be linked to the same article, which is Frantz Fanon's on national culture, and specifically can be linked to the first phase of colonialism, which is the native intellectual gives proof that he has assimilated the culture of the occupying power. His writings correspond point by point with those of his opposite numbers in the mother country. His inspiration is European, and we can easily link up these works with definite trends in the literature of the mother country. Basically, it just means that the native person embodies European culture and beliefs by completely pushing aside his own native culture. And for the first scene, the one in which Eugene burns Kimberly's feet, we can link it to this article because the thing that he did to Kambili was also dealt to him when he was a kid by a priest. Because both of them had committed a sin, he views the burning as a acceptable punishment, because going against God's wishes is basically unacceptable. And for the second scene, the one in which Kambili comes in second, when he lectures her about his own success and his own efforts, he gives all the credit to God. And this was probably a belief that was instilled in him when he was in Catholic school. And also, we decided to go a bit off script and include the nun Agnes, which was the voice in the back, because we wanted to really display our interpretation of Eugene's reaction faced to a person of the church, like the respect that he has. Like you can see when he talks to Kambili, he's scolding her, he's really mean, but the moment he sees the nun, he does a complete 180, and he looks like he's in awe of that person, and they deserve all of the respect in the world, and he becomes super polite. We didn't decide to put in the British accent though, but that was an important part of Eugene's character in the book. And that's it for our presentation, so thank you for listening, and hope you have a nice day.